Hi there! In today's video, we are going to go over front and back post stitches so that you can choose variations of these to incorporate into your amigurumi projects like I have with this one. So let's get right into first how to do front and back post stitches. So I've got a little flat sample here, and the main thing with post stitches is instead of working into the top of the next stitch, you're going to be working around the post of your stitches. So these are double crochet in US terms, and I'm doing double crochet because it's easier to kind of get a feel for post stitches when you're working with taller stitches. However, you can actually use any basic stitch to do front or back post, and I will show you that in a little bit. So I'm going to start off with just doing a regular double crochet. Now I'm going to show you to do a front post stitch. I'm going to yarn over, and the way that you know you're doing it from the front is inserting your hook from the front behind the next post and out again through the front. So this is poking your stitch forward. Then you would just yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. And that is a front post double crochet. Now you'll notice that because we didn't work into the top of the stitch, we still have this unworked top right here. But in order to keep our stitch count consistent, we're going to skip over that top because we've already used this stitch. Some patterns will call for you to work in that top, even if you just worked a post stitch. That's mainly with more complicated like cross patterns, and we're not going to worry about that right now. So I'm going to do another double crochet in the top of the next stitch. Now let's do a back post single crochet. So I'm going to yarn over. This time I'm going to go in from the back forward and then through. And this is popping my post towards the back. Then yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. So that is a back post double crochet. Now let's talk about some variations. Like I said, you don't have to use just double crochet because if you want to use this for amigurumi, these stitches are going to be way too gappy to hold stuffing properly. In this little sample, I've done double crochet on the bottom, half double, and then single crochet on the top. And it's a little bit hard to tell. These are my post stitches for the double crochet. These are front posts. These are back posts. You can tell by the unworked tops that get popped forward. Then for the half double crochets, these are the front posts and the back post. You can see the stitches are getting a little tighter with the half doubles. And then when we get to singles, these are the front posts and the back posts. So with the single crochet post stitches, you are getting a tighter fabric, so you will be able to use this for amigurumi. And one of the ways that you can use this is to change directions in a piece. So let me show you how that works. Okay, for an example of using post stitches to change direction, let's take a look at Sammy the Turtle's snowman shell. So inside the shell, you'll see there is a base where this top portion is stuffed and then closed off. But then the shell continues down. And the way that you accomplish that is with post stitches. So for example, on my little double crochet flat piece, I've done an entire row of back post double crochet. And now you'll notice that the direction is wanting to change. And this is great if you're making like cylinders. You can use post stitches to get a perfect like 90-degree turn. So if this is sitting in the round, your base is going to be flat while this stays straight. But in the context of something like this, now we can work this row completely separately and then reattach here and work a different row. which is exactly what we did here. I worked post stitches, then closed this up and stuffed it, then reattached and continued to make the shell. And another way you can use post stitches is to create surface decoration, like this, for example. So I have used, this is a bar stitch where essentially I'm connecting front post stitches all the way up vertically, and changed colors to make this pop out. But here is a single color sample for the same effect. This actually applies to all sorts of different complicated post stitch patterns, including the basket weave stitch, which can be modified to use single crochets, and you would change the multiplier to fit the project that you're working on. I'll probably do another video on that another time, but this uses both front and back post stitching to create this nice like basket weave. And another common post stitch pattern is the waffle stitch. Now this one I haven't experimented with in the round. I'm not entirely sure you would get the same effect because you aren't turning. So that's something I need to explore a little bit more. But these different ways of using post stitches can not only help bring your amigurumi to the next level when you're talking about creating more dynamic shapes, but you can really create interesting surface texture by using these different stitches in different combinations. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to check out the entire like full blog post where I have some extra tips, I'll have that linked in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.